Hi guys, welcome back to another Let's Play Sudeki HD Remake 2014 Part 2. We're going to continue on and do a wee bit of this here anyway. Pretty much when we get out here after that cutscene with the general, we're going to head down this road a bit and then we're going to get another wee tiny cutscene.
What the?
Charge! As that cutscene, pretty much you're going to be ambushed by these guys here anyway. And this is when you start putting all your combat stuff that you learned in that wee bit of training to use. Like I said, in this one there's going to be a lot more action than there was in the last one. Like the last video was mainly just all training and cutscenes and running about, no crap at all. As you can see there, if you do XX and then keep hitting A after you land that XXA button, I find that's the best combo, and I don't actually think I use it much till later on, but I do recommend using that one. And the other one is that you can bash. I think you can bash a lot of them, but just haven't really experimented about, and I couldn't remember much. But the other one is AAX, and that works too, and you just keep pressing X at the end, you're keep doing the combo. Same with when you unlock the Catwoman, the book key. She's got the same kind of combo with the exact same button mash, but only she does it also a different kind of style one. They are definitely probably are the best moves in the game, but I like the AXY one because it just looks cool, and well, it does cause some trouble at times as well, especially if you're not paying attention and not watching out, because it's easy to interrupt and stuff. Don't forget on your way down here to collect all the stuff that you can see and break any files or crates as well. After you kill enemies, if they've dropped anything, make sure you pick up what they've dropped. Now when we go down here, you're going to get a wee tiny cutscene here, but there's not much really going on. It's just going to, well, yeah, as you can see, it kills off your two men. After your two men die, you're all by yourself now for the rest of the till you reach Brightwater or Blightwater. I can't remember the name of the town. But pretty much you're now all by yourself till you reach there and you find the princess. Well, you can do the spinning one there, and as you can see, it pretty much has them all. Another good move is I can't mind the combo. I think it's I'm trying to remind. I think it's AAX. No, not AAX. I think it's like AAX or no AA no AXX. I can't mind the combo. It's just out of my head. What you do is you stick the sword in the ground and you start spinning around, and any enemies around you, it will stun them. I don't think I actually used it in this here playthrough here till later on, and the parts I did start using it, it became kind of useless. But the reason just some of this here I had to redo because my save game, I didn't save properly. Well, I did save. During the save, the game kind of crashed on me, and it made my save game corrupt. So it didn't happen for a good wee bit on. It was roughly after Blightwater Town, I think it was, and that's so you might say we changing a couple of equipment and stuff like that there. As well as there's not many really good weapons in the game. Like there, depending on what playstyle you actually play, but I prefer the weapon you pretty much get right at the start, not this one, but the next one you literally get for Tal, until you get his ultimate weapon, because it's like the second most powerful weapon you get till the ultimate weapon. Oh, so tired. Collect all these crates anyway. Over here we're going to actually start another quest. It's the wolf tokens. As you know, notice you actually picked up one on the way here, if you have been following this here anyway. You should have picked up at least one, and as soon as you hand them in, the first three you hand in, you always get an orb or some kind. Use the orb on the character that you want. I prefer, since it's their totem, to use the orb on them, and every other orb I just try and spread them out among characters. but I save them up for a good while anyway, and then I try and figure it out. I've only actually lately started using the orbs on my characters when I've got to the near enough the end of the game, and I've only literally, like I said, started using the extra orbs I have got collected that haven't been from the ultimate weapon totems. Tal's is, as you know, it's wolf. Ailish is eagle. Bukai is cat, and Algo is dragon. And there's 4 tokens of all you can get. By the time you hit Chancephenia, you should pretty much have Buki's ultimate weapon. You should also at least have all the totems except for you should have 3 totems for Tal, 3 for Ailish, and 3 for Alco, if I remember correctly. I missed 1 for Alco, which I have to go back and get, but it's mainly because the game wouldn't let me go get it, so I don't know if you actually can. But somebody told me I should have been able to go get it, but just the game wasn't allowing it. But when we come to that part, I'll let you know where it's at, and if you guys can find a way to get there, you just can go and get it yourselves. Just the game, like I said, the game wasn't just allowing me wasn't allowing me to go get it before I entered the next town. But I think maybe after you've kind of finished the Chancephenia town, if you you know you've hit there because it's all robots and stuff. I think after you've killed the boss and stuff, you can actually head back out of there and go into the places where you want. I never actually tried it. I think that's maybe what the guys were telling me about. But I never actually really went and got it out because I never tried it. I just continued on, and now I'm kind of locked into this other place where I can leave now, but I still can't get his totem because you actually need Alco in the party, and I don't have him in the party. When we get to that part in the videos, you will understand why. I am going to try and keep pumping these videos out a wee bit faster now. I know I said every Tuesday, but if I can get a couple extra ones done and upload it, I will. But like I say, Tomb Raider is my priority, followed by this and Thief. So it's mainly because also Titanfall is literally out in, well, for us it's 5 days in the United Kingdom, 2 days for yous in America. And also come Tuesday, guys, as well as the live stream will be actually, when you're watching this here, actually the live stream update, you should have it on your Xbox One, and Titanfall should be out for you Americans anyway. I think, as far as I know, everyone gets the update at the same time, even United Kingdom, so they don't actually have to wait till Friday to get the update. These big ogres are quite annoying. They hit hard and they defend a lot, and they just really do get annoying. If you do enough damage to them and back away, they end up blowing themselves up anyways, so you don't really need to worry too much about them, but it's just getting that damage in sometimes. But you guys actually looking forward to Titanfall? I know I'm probably not getting many viewers on this here, so we're like I said, if the project doesn't go well, I'll stop doing it at a certain point. But I'm gonna at least try and get all the videos I have done uploaded anyway, at least, and then I'll watch it for a while, and if it doesn't take off anymore, I'll just stop altogether. At the minute, for these first few videos, I'm actually using XSplit to record. Now so I started using Fraps after the game did my corrupt save type thing. It doesn't actually happen until I reach, what's the name of the town, Shadow Mo. So pretty much the whole way to Shadow Mo, it's all XSplit recording. After Shadow Mo, it's Fraps, and that's another reason why I'm trying to get through these videos as fast as possible, because Fraps does eat up a lot of memory, and I've actually just off Sudeki, not including XSplit, I have about nearly 2.5 terabytes of film to edit off Sudeki. So it's literally eating up a lot of one of my hard drive spaces for the game recording, so I actually had to move it onto its own private hard drive just so I can make sure I got all the footage at that time. But like I said, I'm using Fraps now because it's meant to be a better quality. I am definitely thinking about going probably back to XSplit after I finish up editing the Fraps thing, because the files, don't get me wrong, uh, it's good quality and stuff. But when I compare it to XSplit as well, the Fraps footage, it just looks pretty much the same. And if I wanted, I can record in 1080p on XSplit or 720p. But for a game like this here, you don't really need 1080p or 720p. 480 would do fine, but since an HD remaster anyway, you might as well do it at least in 720p. And 1080p isn't going to make it look any much better. Even though I'm playing it in 1080p, when I did switch it down to 720p, I literally, but then again, I'm not a graphics whore, so I don't really notice much. So when I did switch it down a bit, I didn't notice any difference. Plus, I know fuck all, to be honest, about 720p, 1080p, 792p, according to Titanfall anyway, 792p, was it 1440p and 2180p and just all that stupid crap. To me, it doesn't really care. The game can look pretty all at once. Like I used to be a big Killzone fan. Like, don't get me wrong, Killzone looks amazing. But I got to play a wee bit of it, and I did not enjoy it for some reason. To me, it didn't feel like Killzone. Don't get me wrong, the game's still good. Like, it's just nothing really wrong with it. It's just, I don't know. To me, it just didn't feel like Killzone. And like, it still got all this Killzone stuff kind of there and stuff, but I don't know. It just I just didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoyed the first Killzone. To me, the first Killzone's always been the best. The second one was brilliant, and I never picked up the third one, but I played the one on the PS4 now, because my friend, he has the PS4, and well, a couple of my friends have PS4 and stuff.
Sir, the Eclorians have really come out in numbers this time. We did all we could, but we're too late for this guy. They brought 3 or 4 different types of troops this time. They also seem to have a giant fighting alongside them, if the reports are to be believed. That house was used as a hideout by pirates. We thought there might be treasure inside, but we can't find anything in there. Feel free to look for yourself. It's a case of finders keepers out here in the wilds.
Nah, there's no point going in that house right now anyway, not until we get Ailish. So we'll just continue on. As you noticed on the way here, I've walked by a well with like a gold stardust kind of floating around it. That's stuff you need Ailish for, and you'll find that out later on when you actually collect her. So just ignore that shack for now and continue on. Also, when you get the bright water, you're going to get 8 and 9 quests to do as well, so you kind of just want to get there right now. Plus, after you get the bright water, you can respawn enemies, and you can start training a wee bit if you wish. Well, you probably will end up training a bit anyway, because your bright water pearls, you want to keep them, and because you need 21 of them as well. I can't remember half the items you need to keep. There's Orium, you need to keep 21 of that. Shadow Stones, you need 21 off. Cantinai Eye, you need 3 off. And just I won't worry too much about it. Any items you see me sell, free to sell. Any items you see me not sell, keep for now just in case. Because I can remember at certain stages of the game what I needed to keep and not. But there are 4 or 5 merchants you want to sell to. There's one that will buy fur hides, and there's one that will buy scaly hides, and there's also a person that buys gems and stuff like that there. The first merchant you will meet will be a fur trader. So anything like hides and silk and all that you have in your inventory, do sell to him, except for wolf hide. Or wolf pelt or something it's called. Keep all them, because you do need 5 of them. So make sure you keep all them. Everything else you can sell off to him. Well, that's fur related anyway. As far as I know, that's the only fur item that you definitely need to keep. For scaly, I think there is, you need ArcNet, what are they called? ArcNet skulls or something you need. I think that's what the name of the mob is. But you get them eventually anyway when you run into that mob, and they're not hard to get. Also, you need glue spider ducks, which also aren't too hard to get, especially when you get to Shadow Mo. You know, I just can't mind some items, and I do apologize for that. But I was saying now, but I got to play some Killzone anyway because my mates have a PS4 and stuff. It wasn't Remy's PS4 because I actually haven't been up to Remy's in a while yet, so I haven't really got to play his. So I actually went around to my friend Dave's, and I got to play his PS4 a wee bit. And I got to play Killzone. That's it. Crayonite Eyes, or whatever they're called. Keep 3 of them. By the point in a certain part in the game, you may not get all 3 of them. But do not worry, because when you do pick up the quest, I had 2 at the time, but a lot of people, when I was talking to some people who have played this before, remember always having the 3 at that stage of the game. I think I may have just got unlucky because I had a reboot, and I could almost swear on this playthrough I got a couple, and on my new playthrough I didn't get any at the start. So it was just bad luck on my part. Up here you're going to see Alicia's token giver, which will be legal, which I didn't actually show you to you there, but it's behind that save point. I actually had 4 fights of this here ogre recorded, but 2 of them the volume didn't work well. One of them was pure corrupt, and this is, funny enough, out of all of them, this is the only file that actually would let me edit. And it turns out to be the actually worst fight I actually had a ogre, which I think was my 2nd or 3rd fight. The first fight I did actually was my best, which I wish it would have worked. But unfortunately, nah. Typical. But anyways, you saw that I broke the shield. After you break the shield, you have to fight him, and that's pretty much it. After you fight him, you will see Teshu, who will come and summon you and give you a new special ability and new armor. Pretty much after you fight this ogre, that's it, and we're going to end the video after this fight. So for now guys, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Don't forget, stay sexy.
Tal of Illumina, I am Tetsu. I speak with the voice of your ancestors. The road ahead is dark and filled with danger, but fear not, son of Sudeki. In your darkest hours you may call on me. My humble servant, Cariston the Wolf, will protect you.